You started group fitness classes, the weight came off, your body felt tighter, and then suddenly there was nothing. You're still showing up, you're still sweating, you're still working hard, but your results have stalled. And you're starting to wonder if your body just isn't responding anymore. And I get this question all the time on Instagram. Why am I not seeing progress anymore? Should I be doing more classes? Less cardio? Heavier weights? What's going on? While I can give quick tips in a 1-minute reel or bulletin points in a post, this needs more than that. So today I want to break it down in depth. I'll explain exactly why group fitness gets you results at first, why your body plateaus, and what you need to actually look lean, defined, and strong. Let's start with why this happens. The first reason is no progressive overload. When you start anything new, your body adapts quickly because it isn't used to the stress. That's why in the first few weeks of classes, you feel tighter and the scale moves. But muscles don't just keep adapting forever on the same workload. They need a gradually stronger stimulus, which is heavier weights, more reps, or more total volume. In physiology, this is called the SAD principle, which means specific adaptation to imposed demands. Your body only adapts to the exact stress that you give it, and once that stress becomes familiar, the adaptation stops. In group classes, the weight stays the same, the intensity stays the same, and there's no logbook to track what you're lifting. That means your muscles aren't progressing or getting a reason to grow or get stronger. The second reason is too much variety and not enough structure. Classes are designed to keep you entertained, not necessarily to keep you progressing. That's why the exercises change every week. But for muscle growth, your body needs repeated practice on the same lifts. Think about it, if you squat once every 3 weeks, you'll never get better at squats. True progression comes from repeating the same lifts and applying progressive overload over time. Third, group fitness focuses heavily on metabolic burn over mechanical tension. Most classes are built to make you sweat, breathe hard, and feel exhausted. That's metabolic stress. And while it can help, the primary driver of muscle growth is mechanical tension, which means lifting with enough weight and control through a range of motion. Without that, your body composition just doesn't actually change. You may get fitter, but you won't get the lean, defined muscle look that you want. The fourth issue is energy compensation. When you burn 500 calories in a class, your body is smart and it tries to adjust. Research shows your body subconsciously moves less outside of class and your appetite ramps up. So even if you're working harder, you eat back the calories or your body conserves energy in other ways. And this is why you don't see the scale move anymore, even though you're pushing yourself in the gym. And finally, stress and recovery. Many of these classes are high intensity interval training based. That means cortisol, your stress hormone, is spiking multiple times a week. And to add to this, we have work stress, lack of sleep, and maybe under eating, and you've created an environment where fat loss actually becomes harder. Elevated cortisol promotes fat storage, especially around the midsection. And that makes you hold water and leaves you feeling drained and puffy. So you might think, I just need to train harder, but really your body is telling you that it's maxed out. So how do we fix this? The solution is structured progressive strength training. Instead of relying on classes to get your workout in, swap a few for lifting sessions where you track your sets, reps, and weights. The key is measurable progression. If you did 3 sets of 10 squats with 50 pounds this week, maybe next week you do 3 sets of 11 or add 5 pounds, and that's progressive overload. The second solution is to keep your core lifts consistent. I'm talking about squats, deadlifts, presses, rows, and hip thrusts. These are the foundation of a strong, lean body. Stick with them long enough to actually see progress, which is about 6 to 8 weeks. You can rotate accessory movements, but your main lifts should be tracked and progressed over time. Third, prioritize a hypertrophy work. This means lifting in the 6 to 15 rep range using controlled tempo and getting a full stretch and contraction. For example, when you do hip thrusts, don't just bang them up for speed, slow it down, squeeze at the top, and add weight over time. That's how you build the muscle, and that's what creates the shape and definition. Fourth, align your nutrition with your training. Stop chasing calories burned in class. Instead, hit your protein intake at 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight and eat enough to support recovery. Protein preserves lean muscle, carbs fuel your workouts and recovery, and fats keep your hormones in balance. And when women undereat, which is incredibly common, Performance tanks, recovery stalls, and fat loss gets harder, not easier. And finally, support intensity with recovery. Replace some of those high-intensity interval sessions with lower-intensity Zone 2 cardio, like incline walking, cycling, or steady jogging. Zone 2 cardio helps your cardiovascular fitness and recovery without crashing your nervous system. And make sure you're taking 1 to 2 true rest days per week. Remember, the workout is the stimulus, but the recovery is where adaptation happens. Let me show you what this actually looks like in practice. Right now, I lift 4 days per week. On top of that, I run 2 times per week. 1 interval day for speed, and 1 easy 5K with my run club for fun. I take 2 full rest days every week because my goal is to build muscle and I need more rest during my muscle building phase than I do in my fat loss phase. So by taking my runs down from 3 times per week to 2 times per week, I get more rest. On top of this, I am eating more calories per day. I'm eating approximately 25 to 2,700 calories on average daily to actually fuel my recovery and also my performance in my workouts. My runs help me keep my endurance and keep my cardiovascular performance. And this is what good concurrent training looks like. By concurrent training, I mean combining strength training and cardio training sessions through the week to work together without competing with each other. So why does this work? Because my training and nutrition are structured together. I'm not just burning myself out with random classes. I'm giving my body the right stimulus, the right progression, the right fuel, and the right recovery. And that's the formula for real sustainable progress. So here's the bottom line. Group fitness classes are great for getting you started with exercise. They help you build consistency, they get you moving, and they're fun. But they're not designed to give you the progression you need for real long-term body composition changes. So if you've hit a plateau, it doesn't mean you failed. It just means your body needs a smarter plan with progressive overload, structured strength training, protein, and nutrition that supports your goals, and recovery that allows for adaptation. That's exactly what I help my clients with, and if you're ready to break past the plateau and finally see results you can see and feel, check the link in the description below to apply for coaching. And if this video was helpful for you to help you understand what's been holding you back, hit like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow me on Instagram so you don't miss future videos or tips and tricks to help you on your fitness journey. I post every week to help women train smarter, feel better, and finally feel hot and confident in their bodies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.